Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 30 of Expert Skyblock with Soren. What is up,
Hello.
Soren? What are you doing?
I gave FlameGoat a present, and I think he's not... There you go.
Yeah.
I think you liked this present.
Oh, that's much better. Did you kill FlameGoat?
Not intentionally.
Wow.
I thought his armor would protect him. I guess not. Let's see, I need to go to multiplayer. Shown. Whoops.
Wow. Soren.
Didn't think it would kill.
You didn't think the radioactive material was going to
I thought
kill
his...
him?
Not with the armor, no! I knew it killed inherently. I didn't know it killed with armor.
What?
Don't give me that! I thought that armor made it so you still get hurt for whatever time, and then over amount of killing the armor, it would kill you. I'm getting rubber boots so he won't die.
What?
If he had that plutonium in his inventory, if he picks that up or breaks that gravestone, he's going to pick it back up again.
Well, that's why you're now going to have to get your armor suit on, your radiation suit.
That's what I'm doing!
And he help him out.
That's what I'm doing!
New friend request. I will accept that friend request because it's probably FlameGoat. And I want him to be my friend, even though somebody throws plutonium at him.
Yeah, actually, I think he sent me one too. He did!
Well, he threw it back, he said. So, I built a machine that automatically makes living wood and living stone. I'm proud of that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll show it to you after you get FlameGoat his stuff back.
I'm putting away this plutonium first.
Okay. Well, you help FlameGoat get his stuff back, and I'll show off the
I'm
other
working
thing
on it.
that I made between episodes. So I made this nifty contraption back here on my blood altar, and I got it working so quickly and easily. I was really proud of myself. So now I'm going to explain it on camera because I didn't explain it on camera. So I've got 4 gates here, right? This one detects if there's items in inventory, and it's looking specifically for Direwolf20's Magician's Blood Orb. If it's there, it emits a red pipe signal. If this gate receives a red pipe signal, it's going to emit a redstone signal, turning off the transfer node. So it prevents items from going from the chest into the blood altar. That's important. We'll see why in a minute. Next, if this has any items in the inventory, it's going to emit a green pipe signal. And this gate over here, if it's receiving a green pipe signal, it will emit a redstone signal. Now that works with this item conduit, which is actually pretty cool. On the north side, well, let's start with south side for now. Yeah, let's start with north. Okay. It will insert on the green channel, and it will extract on the brown channel when it receives a redstone signal, and it will only pull out Magician's Blood Orbs. Cool. So you can see that when it's receiving a redstone signal, it will pull Magician Blood Orb from the altar into the chest. Cool. Now, on the other direction, it inserts on brown and extracts on green only when the redstone signal is off, active without signal, right? So when it's not receiving a redstone signal, it will pull out from the chest on the green channel and into the blood altar. Cool. What this means is, when there's an item in the chest, it will emit a redstone signal on here, which will pull the orb out of the altar and into the empty chest. Once the orb is no longer in the altar, it will stop emitting a redstone signal, which will turn off this, or will allow the transfer node to run. It will turn off this redstone signal, allow the transfer node to run, pull the items out, and drop them in here. Once this chest is empty, no longer has items in it, the green pipe signal will turn off, which will start trying to put the orb back into the altar. By this point, there's probably an item in here that's currently being converted, and for that to work, it's okay because like this guy's got 35 speed upgrades in there, so he's going to put items into the altar faster than the item conduit. So basically what this means is the transfer node will continue to run. So long story short, let's see it run, huh? So I'm going to ask for a speed upgrade or 10 maybe. Let's see. Boom. No, we're missing some things. All right, well, let's just do slate. So we're gonna ask for, let's ask for 5 slates. Well, I'll do 6 just to make it an even number. Cool. Boom. Requested 6 blank slate. So what we should see here, as soon as items land in here, the orb will go into the chest and the items will go into the altar. Boom. See it? How quick was that, huh? Like an instant. Nice, right? So at this point, the chest is empty, right? So the items are in the transfer node still trying to go in. That's why the speed upgrade is important, because you want it to put it into the altar as fast as humanly possible. I mean, you could put a full stack in there if you want, but I found 35 to be enough. This transfer node is trying to put the orb back, but it keeps getting blocked by the items in there that continuously try to get crafted. Cool. Now, once there is room in here, the orb will go right back in, because we want to keep the orb running so that we have lots and lots of LP. Importantness. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Pretty cool, right? I'm rather proud of it. Nice. One more to go in. That's kind of why I wanted the speed upgrade. I did make a couple runes of sacrifice in between here. So you can see here, boom, 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 boom. This thing's going fine, by the way. By having runes of sacrifice, it ensures that the mobs upstairs are doing a good job of keeping my altar filled while crafting is occurring. Nice. And we get lots and lots of LP, which is great. Nice. And then the orb went back in. And now we turned off the transfer node, so items aren't allowed to go in there. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, I'm proud of it. So, like, you know, even if I were to put something in there, like, it's not allowed to go in because redstone signal is being applied. Cool, right? So that, so far, has been working beautifully. Like, I'm super proud of it, and it's cool. So now, Soren, are you ready to see my automated living stone and living rock setup?
Where is this?
Underneath my infusion altar.
Okay.
It's actually not complex at all. It may look complex, but it's really not. Underneath the floor are autonomous activators, which are set to only run when they're receiving a redstone signal. And there's also item transfer nodes that transfer items from this chest.
Okay.
And the transfer node on the chest is set up in round robin mode. And I've got an item conduit speed downgrade in there because by default, item conduits transfer 4 items at a time. But if you put the speed downgrade in, it will automatically only transfer 1 item at a time. So combine the speed downgrade, which is 1 item at a time, with round robin mode, and basically whenever you put items in here, it will load balance them, for lack of a better way of saying that.
Nice.
On top, we've got terrain smashers, also configured to only run when they're receiving a redstone signal, and items are pulled out of the terrain smashers and placed into the chest. And then we've got a fancy little redstone clock system. This is the part that's actually like cool and complex. So on the left side is the green channel of insulated redstone, on the right is the red channel, and we've got a state cell here which runs for 62 seconds, and then we've got a repeater, and then we've got a state cell here which runs for 3 seconds with a repeater set to about 1.5 seconds that loops back. So basically what happens is redstone signal kicks off, okay? It emits a signal on the red channel, which is the terrain smashers. So it breaks the blocks. And then 3 seconds later, the state cell triggers this to activate the autonomous activators. You can see that running now. Click. Boom. And then the state cell here runs for 62 seconds. So it takes 60 seconds for items to convert into their living stone, living rock equivalents. So 62 seconds later, the redstone signal will trigger the breaking of the autonomous activators, and 3 seconds later, it places another set of items. Pretty cool?
Nice.
Yeah.
I just like how you made a toggle latch timer, essentially.
It's good though, right? I'm proud of it. So we'll be back in a second to get started on today's episode where we're going to make new things. Soren, don't do anything without me. All right, guys, we're back. So what are you making, Soren? Primal mana?
Primal mana, which you need XP and draconic ingots. It's much easier than it used to be. It used to require Pokefinum and Fairy.
So what do you use it for?
You use that to make the mana dust. So if you look at just type in grinder. That's the first one there, mob grinder from Training Evolution. And you get for the mana dust on the sides.
Cool.
And you can either make the mana dust or the mana block. We're gonna go for the block straight out, just easier.
Okay. Oh, there's some really fancy stuff in here. And this is all Draconic Evolution stuff.
Crafting wise, yes, but the recipes have been changed completely, so.
Neat. Okay, so why do you want a mob grinder from Draconic Evolution?
So let's see, do I have the inventory? Follow me to the nether.
More
completely
words
safe.
have never been spoken by Soren.
It's completely safe.
Okay. I mean, I've heard that before. During this series.
Okay, this time, it is completely safe.
Have you tested this?
Many a time. And only, maybe once it broke? I can't remember.
How many times did you... Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. The only thing I need to finish is actually putting the block so you can't see anything. But, I mean... Yeah, boy. Am I wearing the rest of my armor? Yes, I am. It's fairly easy. The grinder will one-shot this thing, basically.
Nice. Okay, cool.
It already picks up items, sends it to the right place.
Okay.
We're done.
And you have withering.
And milk.
Good.
I love this plate, though.
Yeah, the plate's cool.
It's kind of amusing to do this.
Fancy.
Alright.
Alright, so that's your wither killer?
That's the wither killer.
Well, that's your... How are you going to auto-spawn them, then?
I'm hoping to get the formation planes, but the first one's probably going to be the Thomas activators.
Okay, cool. So do you think... Alright, so basically what you've worked on that I haven't seen is that wither room. And the production of all this plutonium that you've been doing.
Yeah, so it's been making Mox fuel nonstop.
Okay. So we're doing all right on plutonium, right?
Yeah.
We've got 24 of them, and we've got almost a stack of tiny piles. So, not bad. So, how much more until we can get into AE?
Let's see, Scenarium.
Because I
We have
will
enough
lie,
Scenarium.
the massiveness of our logistics pipe system is starting to become a frame rate impact for me.
Yeah. So we may be able to make that wrench now. Let me double check something here. Wrench. I think the only hindrance now is that the Galgadorian metals, which aren't bad. We just need to make sure we get enough of the mob drops to get them.
Okay.
So they'll need, I think, 54 spider eyes, 54 gas tiers, and then everything else we kind of have.
We should have plenty of gas tiers and spider eyes, shouldn't we?
Probably. I don't know.
We have 513 gas tiers.
That's close enough. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then Scenarium is not too bad. We just need to make the iridium plates, which I'm going to teach crafting tables how to make that real quick and just see how many we can make.
Sweet.
No, we should have it today.
AE?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No.
That's fancy.
So exciting.
Okay, cool. Let's see, by the way. Is this thing, like, working? Oh, you turned off my farm?
Which farm?
My soul sand?
I've been turning it off and on based on what we need. We needed sand at one point. I think I forgot to turn it back on after that.
Okay, because that thing is producing... whatchamacallit for us, so... gas tiers.
Soul sand. Oh, gas tier too. Okay.
Yeah, that thing will produce gas
Okay.
tiers and soul sand and all that good stuff, right? It sifts it automatically. So, very cool. All right, neat. So, My blood magic processing has gone rather well thus far. I set up these nifty things between episodes. There's one... I really would like to get into AE, to be honest with you, because there's one thing that I literally cannot autocraft until we get into AE, and that is the Thaumcraft table crafting thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like, that is literally impossible.
Do you have the research for it already?
No, but I could get that.
Okay. I recommend getting the research for it.
Yeah. I want to get teleposers. Why, is the research hard?
No, the recipe's pretty easy.
Okay.
It's changed, but I mean, it's still, like, it was craftable pretty quickly. Okay, now we might not have enough plutonium, now I see it. Oops.
No?
Let's see, how much plutonium do we have? 24. No.
Okay.
Don't think so.
How much do we need?
We need 64, so... Missing 303 tiny piles of plutonium. Really?
Oh boy.
Mass fab. That's true.
Yeah, if we can start mass fabricating, that would be cool.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what this was for, but it's getting...
I just requested the components of a mass fab. It's like, okay, done. I'm making them.
Nice.
That was hilarious.
Well, you're gonna need lots of scrap too. Yeah, I did teach our system like much of what it needs to do to make that.
Yeah.
Cool. You know what? No. Do we need mana pearls? Yes. It's 2 mana pearls that we need in addition to these things. So, whoosh. Soren's crafting over there. I'm going to craft down here. So 1, 2. One more mana pearl will be needed before the day is done. Come on, mana pearl, let's go. Cool. Okay. So let's bind this to me. Okay. Let's start considering where I might want to put. I'm thinking maybe here-ish. Might not be a bad spot. So let's start with here. So this guy should be bound to this thing. Cool. And then we're going to want a piece of stone. And let's get these guys on. Whoosh, away we go. Okay. So let's start getting these things brought up, shall we? So
just think,
theory,
once we get enough nether stars, we can make the nether star gens.
Yeah? Yeah, nice.
So much power.
Well, I mean, how much soul sand do we have? Do you want to make it so that the soul sand does not get auto sifted and instead gets put into our system? Well, I guess we
I already
have a
did
lot.
that,
Where
yeah.
are we getting all that soul sand from?
Your thing, we haven't been sifting for a while.
Oh, you turned off the sifter a while ago. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, then never mind.
Yeah, we have 39,000 soul sand.
Sweet. So I've got 2 options here with regards to my aura nodes. I can either A, bring them all together and allow them to merge into one big node that I can then use to fuel things for charging my wand and whatnot, which is probably the route I want to go. Or B, do something like a node recharge pedestal. But I think the large merging of nodes is probably my route that I'm going to want to go. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Goodbye, cruel world. Not really. I want to clear out the platform after I've moved the node away. Okay, let's just go get another one. Whoosh. Cool. So in theory now, these two nodes should start to merge. User's about to die, activating hover mode. Probably a good idea. Cool. So now these guys, yeah, you can already see the zapping occurring between them. So this guy and this guy. So they should merge into one node. So if I get a bunch of nodes close enough together here, eventually we'll wind up with one Uber node. And that'll be cool. All right, let's come back in a minute. I want to let this process start running. And we'll come back here, like I said, in just a minute once we're ready to move on to the next steps. All right, guys, so I think I want to start working on the Elven Gateway Core. Yep. That's going to be expensive-ish. First thing I need is 2 slates. So we're going to take this one swing at a time, but I think I've gotten the tech level that I need. So 2 demonic slates, we're going to request those, and we're just going to go check in to make sure that everything crafts the way it's supposed to over here. And while that's going, we're going to look at what else is involved. So we're going to need Terra Steel Ingot, which I think I've made one of, right? We did that once. Yes. Let's go ahead and request that so we have it ready. We might need another one at some point. We'll take a look at doing that. The next thing we're probably going to want is Ender Dew, which is just Ender Pearl and a distillery. So also easy peasy, right? So request that bad boy. And then, and I really just want to be here for when part 4 crafts. Is that? Oh, wow. It's already gotten. Okay, neat. Nice. All right, so it did do one all the way up to part 4. I mostly wanted to see here because like the higher tiers craft at faster speeds. So I wanted to see once we start crafting the 4th version of this slate, right? Or no, wait, this is it. Yeah, there's still one in there. So yeah, this is 3. My main thing is I want to see if the current income of LP is fast enough, right? So it's fast enough for the 3rd tier, which is good. Because that's why I needed the Rune to Sacrifice, to get the 4th tier of this going. And it looks like it's fast enough, so we're cool. Like, yeah, we're good, right? It's going, it's crafting, and we're getting more LP than we're using at the moment, which is awesome. All right, so what was I doing? Yes, that's right. Soul of the World, that's going to be a big one. Redstone Soup, Potion of Regeneration, Mandrake Root, Golden Apple, Rowan Sapping. That actually doesn't look too bad. I think I've got pretty much all of that. Tongue of Dog. Oh. Drop of Luck, Belladonna Flower, Wool of Bat, Mandrake Root. Okay, Wool of Bat, Belladonna, Drop of Luck, Refined Evil, some Diamond Vapor and Gas Tier. Okay. Do I need to do the... It doesn't look like I need to do the thing. The demon summoning thing, right? For none of this, I don't have to do any demon summoning. Drop of Luck is Mutanus Extremis, Refined Evil, Tier of Goddess. Right, Mutanus Extremis is just those 2. Cool. And Refined Evil is just Diamond Vapor as a distillery. Diamond Vapor being Diamond Oil Vitriol being Foul Fume and Quicklime. Okay, cool. So we are actually in good shape. We can get this portal to Elfheim open, which is good news. The bad news is I don't know how we're supposed to get wolves. Hey, Soren.
Yes.
How would one get a wolf?
A wolf?
A wolf.
I don't know if the market has a spawner for it or not. I have no idea, to be honest.
Like, do they spawn naturally? And greens?
There's a specific biome, but none that we're nearby.
Right.
Not an ocean.
Okay. Well, let's get as far as we can with this. So we're going to do
Wolf bait?
yeah, I think she was kidding, wasn't she? Oh, maybe
that's
not
actually
kidding.
a thing, though. No. Like, that's a thing.
That's actually a thing? Okay, if she says so. Oh, wolf bait, X compressium. Oh, that's easy. Raw beef and bone. Sweet.
Done.
Fair enough. I'll do it.
Makes more sense than anything else, I guess.
Yeah, right? Alright, so...
Scurvy sea dog.
Yeah.
Whole new meaning with the ocean here.
So let's get our primal charm up and running. Nice. Cool. So that's one of the steps. Let's get 10 of them. Why not? Oh, they don't stack. Hello. And you need an area of grass, which is kind of like their home biome. Alright, let me play around here, guys. We'll be back. Alright, guys. Now Soren tells me it needs to be by water. Oh,
And then stand away once you place.
Yeah, it's not placing. Even by water. Oh, wait, I put it in water. This bait will work in this environment.
I think you're like way adjacent to water.
Okay. Okay.
Sure.
Alright, I'm away.
Yes, on grass. Oh.
Well, I mean, it's down, so I mean, it should work. It says to move away.
I want to move away. I want to look right at it.
Yes. Okay. We'll be back when they spawn, if they spawn. Alright, guys, we're back. Soren, what are you doing?
Nothing. You want to see all the power vanish?
What?
Watch this. All the power's going to vanish from our system. Boop.
Yeah.
Boop. I'm not sure where that was.
I don't think I want to see it.
That's without scrap, and that's not even the end result of what I want to do.
Inventory, so I assume.
Yeah.
How much power is that draining?
49.6 times 3.
Nice. Yeah, our energy cell's draining pretty quick there, buddy.
There you go. Now we have power again.
Yeah, on-off switch was probably ideal. I mean, we've been doing pretty good with solar panels, though. I mean, we have 3 advanced? Is that what we have, or 1? No, we have, yeah, 3 advanced, right? So that's 4096 times 3, right? Those 3 solar panels right there.
Yeah, we're using that power, though, constantly.
Right. So, I mean,
Like,
just
this
make
is
a few
just...
more, and then we can have the ultimate.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
Alright. I requested 8.
Don't... Okay. Hey, there's a wolf!
Here's a wolf!
Alright, I'm going to capture this one in a safari net. And I'm going to make another one. So, that worked. Do we have the MFR spawner around here somewhere still?
It's in the system.
Is it? Okay. Why are you liquid voiding our essence that we're getting?
because if it gets full, it stops.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
No, items will stop.
Yes, it does. We had to fix that over here the other day.
No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
You're pretty sure? We watched it stop.
Yeah.
Like,
Pretty sure it doesn't.
okay, we'll remove the tank. We'll move this little trash can. Or was it
I'm
items that
almost
was full?
certain it doesn't.
It was items. Oh, it was items that was full. Okay.
Yes, items will stop it, absolutely. 100%
Fair enough.
items will
My
stop
bad.
it from working.
My bad.
Liquid will not. Once I have a decent amount of essence here, I'm just going to spawn a bunch of dogs. That's my plan.
Why do we have a pickup thing here on the gold chest?
Oh. Because there's items in there that are not being picked up by the other thing.
Oh, in the middle. Okay.
I think my tank just went in there. Okay, so that'll be that, and let's just spawn a few dogs around here somewhere. That should be fine. So that'll go into there, that'll go there, and this should be running now. Cool. We just need to put wolves in, and that should be it. Hello, wolf. Tongue of dog, please. You know what? I think Arthanas will help. While I'm at it, maybe a lever. Cool. Alright, Arthana, you ready yet? It'll be a second. It does autocraft Arthanas. As you guys saw. There it is. And it has the upside of making all the wolves angry at me.
Do we need this grinder in the middle here anymore?
The what now? I don't know that we need it. I wouldn't mind leaving it there as just like an emergency kill everything above it switch, but I've got 9 dog tongues. I'm happy.
Yeah, what?
9 dog tongues. What?
You monster.
Sorry.
What the dogs do to you?
Alright, gateway core requires, so the ender dew can go in here. I thought I had an ender pearl ready for this, but I guess I don't. Oh, there is one. That'll do. Boom. Sweet. Alright. Let me craft off camera. I've got pretty much everything I need except for the soul of the world, which I'm going to do off camera. But let's see, potion of regeneration. I just might need a brewing stand. I don't think we have one of those, but I've got all the stuff I need. So that should be cool. So yeah, we'll come back in a minute. I'll just craft this off camera. Alright guys, we are back and Soren wants to show me something.
So there's capacitors in Draconic Evolution.
Okay.
The only way to make them is by placing them on a casting table and then putting redstone like that.
Okay.
But automate
cool.
that's really slow.
Is it?
And we're gonna need a few of these.
Okay.
But for the grinder, we only need one.
Cool.
With the
And
wyvern
that's
core.
the wyvern
and,
core?
Yeah. And then over at the table, I think we're almost there to make the grinder. Almost.
Okay.
Let's see here. I got the mana dust already. There's that. So we need to make the sword, which is the recipe that's in that requester table.
Okay.
Actually, do I have everything? Oh, I think I have it. Oh, cool. We have a sword.
Nice.
We have a grinder.
Doubly
Just
nice.
a hop and a skip there. All right. So I'm gonna go over to Wither Farm if you want to follow.
Yeah, I'll come. I'm just crafting boring stuff, so yes, I will come see what you're doing. So this will auto-kill withers?
Yes.
At what cost?
Power.
Lots of power?
It's either 1,000 and 10,000 per kill, but it kills a lot at a time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it's pretty cheap. Let's see. Wither. All. Soul sand. Place this down.
Cool. Energy buffer. Okay.
If you shift right click it with your hand, you can see the radius or the bounding field.
Oh, that's neat. That's a pretty cool effect.
So what I'm going to do is make maybe 2 withers.
Playing with fire there, buddy.
Yep. We're nether, so I mean, lots of fire.
Pretty nifty trick. I like that little pad. You're right. That's cool.
Look at that.
Nice. So they're dead already. And we got nether stars.
Yeah. And we have 2 nether stars.
Wow. Fancy.
So it's a little fast.
I like it. I approve.
Just think, nether star generators.
I know. Alright, let's see how I'm doing over here with this stuff. It's coming along. Just gonna snag these things for now. These can probably go away. Alright, so the first thing I'm making here is redstone soup, right? So that is redstone tongue, drop of luck, which is netherwort, tear, refined evil, mutandis, mandrake. Okay, and refined evil is, mutandis extremis is mutandis and netherwort. Okay. So let's see if I can make sure I do all this. I'm going to put these things over here because these are kind of in progress-ish. Okay, that's cool. So I know we're going to need 2 netherwort, and we're going to want some mutandis. Right? And these 2 go into the Witch's Cauldron, right? Yes. We're going to need a kettle too, which we don't have yet, but we'll get to that point in a second. So 1, 2 should get me the Mutandis Extremis. Nice. Okay. And then Witch's Cauldron, netherwort. Oh, I need a mandrake. Cool. So one of these, netherwort, and mandrake root, right? That's all I need for a drop of luck. Mandrake, netherwort. Okay, that should be cool. It's spinning-ish. Back in a sec. Alright guys, we're trying that again. I boosted my altar's power. According to the book, this requires... altar costs 5,000. So we've got over 5,000 now, which is good. I had like 3,500 when I tried this before, so let's try it again. Did it go in? Come on, dude. Let's go. Alright, let me try this again. We need Tear of the Goddess. And Mandrake Root, right? So let's just double check this. So Mandrake Root, Netherwart, Tear of the Goddess, right? And by the way, you can drop Quicklime in to reset. Neat. So wait for it to bubble. So Mandrake Root, Netherwart, Tear of the Goddess. Mandrake Root, Netherwart, Tear of the Goddess. Refined Evil, Mutanus Extremis. Refined Evil, Mutanus Extremis. Go. Craft. Huzzah! Alright, we're trying this again. Mandrake, Netherwart, Tear of the Goddess, Refined Evil, Mutanus Extremis. It looks like it's about to craft, and then it just doesn't. And I've definitely got enough altar power, according to the book. See, it says it right here. Altar power cost 5,000. For rituals, it's 7,000, but we're not doing a ritual. We're doing just crafting. And it's got the Arthan on there, so it's got the range. And I've crafted things that required this stuff before, so I don't know what's up. Alright guys, it occurs to me that I'm way past the wrapping up point, so I'm going to try and figure out why I can't craft this. But next episode, we'll come back, maybe open the portal to Elfheim. Soren is killing an endless amount of withers. Is that right, Soren?
So long as that I go over there and place the wither blocks right now, yeah.
Cool. Are you making scrap?
You should come over here.
Like, don't you want to make scrap?
Not yet.
Oh my, look at you. You made some cryo-stabilized flux ducts, didn't you?
I did.
My goodness. Why'd you...
Here, drink this. Drink this. Drink it quick. That's why I had the regeneration.
Okay.
Now you understand.
Well, I mean, you could say, like, hey, Dyer, I'm gonna put
No!
You know.
That's too easy.
It's too easy for you, yes. I know.
It's too easy.
Okay. So I'm gonna debug this, see if I can't figure out what's causing this altered thing not to work. It might be a bug in the pack, or it might be... I don't know what. But we'll come back next time and figure it out. For now, Darryl20, signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Quite a lot done today. Extra long episode. Take it easy.